Today we've got Trisscorp versus Zecks, two very good racers. Both of them have a whole bunch of stars up there, which I think means they were in top 8, right? Trisscorp won MT17, yeah, that's on the card. Zecks won MT2 and MT11, both of these champions of MT. Very high win rates, pretty similar win rates, 75%, 72%. Yeah, both races are ready already, so I don't want to stall too long here. Should be right before, except... Let me see. Oh, there we go. Okay, we do have a stream. Alright, so, as you can already see, we are playing Grabanakki. Whoops, I didn't fill out all the fields down there, the goal isn't quite right. Just a second. I think this is an empty flashback, if I remember right. We definitely saw this game before. Yeah, empty flashback. Was this not game 1? That would be pretty impressive. And we are beating the game. Alright, be ready. And off we go. So Grabanakki, or you might also be familiar with Spookinaki, I think that has the same gameplay concept. Is this single screen action platformer thing where you have to grab the blocks you're standing on, so you kinda destroy your own floor. Oh, there we go, that's the first enemy. So you need the blocks to attack these enemies, to attack enemy waves. I'm not sure, do the blocks respawn? I think I played Spookinaki. But I don't remember if the blocks respawn or anything like that. Both players clearing the first round here. I don't really know how many levels there are, but it's probably not a super long game. We see that the game has a wave counter up there, so the enemies definitely come in concrete waves. Is here already on wave 3. Well, it probably means that there are predetermined patterns in which the enemies are coming in. Triss finishing stage 1, 2. Zecks should be close behind, also on wave 3 already. And finishes the stage as well. So I think this is all very, very pattern based. All the enemies have predictable behaviors, like these enemies who follow the walls. We see Triss opened up the boxes and let the enemies out. Zecks not so much. Not sure if that really makes a lot of difference. But Triss is a bit ahead at the moment, I think. Although, no, I guess it looks pretty synced now. They're both in wave 3 again. And this time Zecks was a little bit faster. Triss not having much luck with that enemy over there. Just kinda stays out of range. And Triss corner also moving on to 1-4. Yeah, it's kinda like that obscure boss. I mean the boss, that one boss from the obscure game Super Mario World that most people probably don't know. So Zecks has made quick work of the waves here, is already in wave 4. is a little bit ahead with that. Trisscorp kinda running out of ground to stand on, at least partially. We've got a pogoing enemy, I wonder if that does anything special. So I would expect that as the game progresses we get enemies that mess with your blocks, maybe destroy them or do stuff with them. I thought maybe the pogo enemy would break your blocks when it jumps on them. And Zecks finishing 1-5. Moving on to Nose Picker, we've got a bomb block here. He's also finishing 1-5. We're gonna see what the bomb block does. Ooh, Zecks trying to dodge between the enemies there. Looks like this is a one-hit KO game then. I think that's might be the first death we saw. And there goes the bomb block. Zecks also using it to heal the enemies there. Both on wave 4 now. I think Zecks is a tiny bit ahead, judging from the enemies. Yeah, finishes the wave. He just needs to take care of this pogo enemy and also clears this stage. We've got 2 bomb blocks in this stage. Like, Zecks is keeping them for now. Maybe waiting for a good chance when there are more enemies. Okay, makes very good use of the bomb block there, takes out all the enemies at once. We've got a new block here. Apparently this one has weight. When you throw it up, it comes back. Don't think the other blocks did that. Oh, did Triss take a death? Looks like he's got to repeat this stage here. Zecks in the meantime making good progress. The grey block, not just does it have weight and come back down, it also doesn't break apparently. You can reuse it, which maybe lets you avoid destroying your floor. Zecks almost touching the enemy there. Mostly dodges around. And that enemy just hops off. Thankfully doesn't respawn for Triss. Just using the small bomb to clear a lot of enemies at once. Oh! That enemy carried in a grey block. So if the grey blocks can kill you, I wonder if your own grey blocks can kill you. You throw it up and it comes back down. Now we're kinda tied again because Zecks took a death there. About at the same time as Triss was starting the stage. Zecks a little bit ahead there. Here's the enemy that strikes back. I wonder if this is some kind of boss fight. 1-9? No, okay, there's still a 1-10. That enemy took quite a few hits. He's immediately grabbing onto the grey block. Didn't hit anything with it. Okay, tries it again. Can you... He isn't using it, maybe worried that the block would fall off. Both of the pogo enemies hop off anyway. So Zecks threw the grey block there, and it kinda looks like the grey blocks pass through enemies, so you might be able to hit more than one enemy with one throw. And Zecks progressing to World 2 with a different theme and different blocks now, and Triss also finishing this stage. We're still pretty close together. Got some new kind of block there, maybe like a smaller bomb. Oh, it's a timed bomb apparently. When you hold it, it starts flashing. Okay, looks like the regular blocks also come back down. I thought only the grey block does that, but I guess the grey block is heavier. These small blocks, small bomb blocks don't have a lot of explosion range apparently. You can get a few enemies with them. They're close by. Very close together here, almost synced, pretty much. Both on stage 2 too. Another new block type. Oh, this one shoots. So you probably want to keep it for as long as possible. Don't break it. Ah, it breaks after a number of shots, okay. Triss grabbing the second shooting block. But it's a bit hard to hit these enemies because they're going along the walls. Zecks running a bit low on blocks here. And maybe taking an intentional death. Because maybe the Zecks figured that there weren't enough blocks left. Triss also very low on blocks and there's a wave left. He's on wave 3 or 4? 4 or 4? We'll see what happens now. Oh, luckily this enemy brought in a block. And it's a durable one, so you can reuse it. So Trisscorp finishing the stage first with just 2 purple blocks left. We've got some very big blocks on the floor for Trisscorp here. I'm guessing you don't want to grab these or you're gonna run out of floor very quickly. And Zecks also on the same stage now. Zecks, I believe, making use of the enemy's shooting block there for a bit. Oh, gets crushed by a grey block while Trisscorp finished the stage. That's a bit of a lead now. Looks like we've got cannons here. Oh, and even the cannon can be grabbed. But it only fires to the side, so that's a bit limited. Trisscorp gunning down some ghosts here. Zecks finishing the previous stage. I feel like the cannon might be a bit slow here for Trisscorp, waiting for the pogo enemies to come in, but then they took a death anyway, so now we're pretty close together again. Zecks also taking a death. Cannon is very convenient as long as you only want to shoot to the right side. Zecks has cleared out all the enemies on the right side with the cannon, but now has to dodge around the shots. The stage feels pretty long compared to previous stages. But here we go, Trisscorp finishing the stage, Zecks also on the last wave. Oh, Zecks taking a death. For such a long stage, that's quite a big setback. And Trisscorp's stage here has a new element, these spikes, which apparently don't hurt the enemies. These little blocky guys just walk into the spikes. Triss has a cannon, but the enemies mostly come from the left side. And Zecks almost done with 2-4. Triss possibly almost done with 2-5. Yeah, we're about one stage apart now. Looks like there might be new blocks here for Trisscorp with a slightly different color. Oh, okay. I guess these turn into enemies. I'm not sure what that block did just now, but it looks like it woke up. Okay, so you can hit enemies with it, but then it kind of wakes up and moves to a new place, and I don't know, can you reuse it? Is it an enemy now? I'm not sure what's happening with that. Oh, okay, so at least while it's moving, and while it has that red border, it's probably dangerous. Looks like Zecks might be almost done, but there are some new enemies coming in. Here's a last wave of 2-5. 2-6 here seems to be a very slow stage. Oh, Triss taking another death from the moving blocks. They're pretty hard to avoid. At least if you want to use them. I guess you could try digging around them, maybe. The stage is called Excavation Site, so maybe that's kinda hinting at how you can dig around the dangerous blocks. And this stage has just one long wave. Trisscorp still on wave 1 of 1. And finishes the stage. Stage is called Breakout, that's curious. Is someone gonna break our blocks? Looks like we've got more of these dangerous blocks that can wake up. Zecks also finishing the previous stage. Trisscorp is making use of these dangerous chasing blocks. Oh, here we go. There's some kind of weird big enemy appearing. Well, if it's Breakout, wouldn't someone come down and break our blocks? The boss just passes through. And both of them almost at the same time clearing the Breakout stage. Oh, Triss taking a fall there between the blocks. Zecks taking a hit, I believe. Now we're pretty synced again. Seems like there's no single big gimmick for this stage. Just a lot of different elements. We've got all these different blocks. Looks like we've also got the chasing ghost blocks, so at least one of them down there, a small one on the right side. Not sure if you would ever want to activate that one. Zecks made good use of the big bomb earlier. This still has the big bomb left, but there's still a wave left. Looks like wave 4 here has the big boss guy again. And Zecks charging ahead, finishing the stage. Triss should be done pretty soon as well. Oh, takes a fall. Zecks has another new element. Oh, okay, that one creates a wall. Or I guess blocks for you. I'm not sure, I think it's supposed to be some kind of chess figure. Like a... the power figure. Interesting stage layout here on Zecks' stage. You can't go down there, you have to stand up here and then attack the enemies that are down there. Zecks taking a fall into the spikes. I'm not sure, did the enemy destroy the block there that Zecks was standing on? Triss should almost be done with his stage again. Trying to use the shooting block here. Picking up the big bomb now. Smacks it into the big enemy and finishes the stage. And this stage also has the big block guy, apparently. Seems like that's a regular occurrence now. And Zecks finishing 2-9. So we know every world has 10 stages. Don't know how many worlds there are. I'm guessing there might be 3. The page might say something, let's see. Istbin does not say how many worlds there are. 30 levels, yeah, so we're probably looking at 3 worlds, 10 stages each. Trisscorp finishing 2-9, now also on 2-10, while Zecks clears 2-10, so Zecks is 1 stage ahead. Oh, so that's how these explosive blocks work. They can blow each other up apparently. Triss taking out the whole left side and still has 2 waves left. I'm curious how this will go, but okay, new blocks have respawned. Triss is on wave 4. Oh, takes a hit from the grey block there. Zecks on 3-1. This stage seems to be exclusively these ghost blocks. Zecks clears 3-1. Trisscorp again on a pretty small rest of the stage here on wave 3 of 4. Not sure what happened there. The enemies didn't spawn, maybe? Zecks made a nice line here with the chess block. Another one. Very useful to stand on. Triss clears 2-10, probably? Yeah, also continuing on to 3-1. We've got less than 10 stages left. And Zecks clears 3-2. Trisscorp taking a fall on 3-1, so it's quite a bit behind by now, and there's not too many stages left. Zecks has an interesting stage again. I mean, I guess it does give you a lot of blocks, but not a lot of space to move around in. Oh, but the blocks, because they're so big, let you hit both of these enemies at the same time. Probably one last enemy for Zecks here, just hopefully he has enough blocks to throw, and there we go, Zecks clearing their stage, Trisscorp also clearing their stage. But Zecks is 2 stages ahead by now. And Zecks sadly falling through the gap there, taking a death. Trisscorp has 2 waves left. Kinda running out of blocks, but still has this chest block that makes new blocks. Makes a new line of blocks there. Could be safe now. No, Zecks has an interesting new enemy, like some kind of biblically accurate thing. Did Zecks just die after the stage end? I'm not sure. But looks like it still counts, so they continue on to 3-5. Looks like we get more of these angel enemies now. Biblically accurate blocks. Seems like they don't take a lot of hits. Zecks finishing the angel pretty quickly with the cannon. Trisscorp has some catching up to do here, still on 3-3. Clears 3-3 pretty quickly. Here's another angel. One is more difficult to hit with the cannon. And Zecks finishing their stage, that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 stages left. Trisscorp also now encountering the angel. Makes quick work of it. We get a new enemy on Zecks' side, some kind of puppet master apparently, who caught the thrown block, I think. Zecks running a bit low on floor. There's still one wave left for Zecks here. Gets a big grey block now. And finishes 3-6. Trisscorp finishing 3-5. Has caught up a little bit with that. Oh, Zecks taking another fall through the gaps there. Trisscorp also taking a death. It seems like there's not too much happening in Zecks' stage right now. Oh, gets crushed by the grey block that comes in. Looks like you can go a block down to jump up, apparently. Zecks just did that. I don't think I've seen that before. The enemy picks up the shooting block there against Zecks. And we see the puppet master catching some blocks. And that's 3-7 for Zecks. Oh! That's an interesting stage. So all the enemies on Zecks' stage here must come in pretty low, otherwise you can't really hit them with your block. You only have the one and you can only throw it down, otherwise you're probably gonna be dead. Trisscorp finishing their stage, about one stage behind. But we're almost at the end of the game here. Zecks getting pretty close to the enemies there, but does manage to defeat all of them in time. And Zecks clears 3-8, just 2 stages left. Trisscorp taking a death from a shooting block used against them. Zecks' stage here has 5 waves, I think that's new. I don't think we had that many before. Wow, Zecks getting a very nice throw with the grey block right through the whole line of ghosts. Probably taking out a whole wave with one throw. There's still one of those chess blocks left for Zecks, but they're probably not gonna need it. This is the last wave already. Also, it's kinda hard to access. Trisscorp now on the stage with the single block. We're seeing some former race times here in chat. I think this was apparently in a former top 8, MP16 maybe. And I'm assuming that's the best former time from someone 3-5 in 32 minutes. Zecks with the straight throw through the whole line of ghosts again. think that's okay, not a clear for Trisscorp, but should be close. Oh, Trisscorp taking a death. I think that was pretty much the end of the stage. And this is kind of a very slow stage. You can barely do anything to speed it up, probably. Zecks clearing their stage on 3:10. The rigid Pontifex. This should be the last stage now. Zecks trying to take the king block head on. Looks like we've got ourselves a proper boss fight. Zecks is steadily getting hits in, but has dug quite a deep pit here. Going to the bottom of this pit. We don't know how many hits this enemy, this boss can take. Oh! I guess you have to dig a pit, kinda like Spelunky, maybe? Like the Spelunky boss. The boss crashes through the floor. And that should be a dot done pretty soon. There's the dot done from Zecks, finishing with a time of 29:49. Great finish, beating the former best time we had. Trisscorp on 3:9, so not too far away finishing. Trisscorp is on the last wave of this stage. Getting pretty dangerous here, takes another death. So Trisscorp's stage here, 3-9, pretty long, 5 waves. All the complicated enemies that the game introduced. Let's see, we should have Triss's audio as well. Trisscorp taking this long row of enemies, kinda slow. I think Zecks always hit it with the grey block straight through, kinda like Trisscorp, but Trisscorp didn't quite get it. Beats the angel. Here we've got this duo of 2 difficult enemies coming in at the same time. And here's the long chain of ghosts again. Let's see if Trisscorp has a good strategy against them. The bomb took out a lot of them. And Trisscorp clears the ghost wave. And back on wave 5. Final wave for this stage, and all that's left after this is the final boss. This big weird runner enemy can be pretty annoying, I think. It's very fast, very big, and it just passes through any blocks. Trisscorp takes it down, that's 3-9 done. All that's left is the boss fight again. Oh, and Triss trying the same strategy that Zecks tried. Charge into the enemy, try to grab it or something, I think. Yeah, so it looks like this is kind of the same deal as the Super Mario Bros. 3 last boss fight, or the Spelunky boss fight against Olmec, I think it's called. So you kind of have to make the boss crash through the floor. Just getting a stray hit from a big bouncing block. This is pretty quickly digging a big hole here. Just have to be careful not to take any hits. Almost at the bottom. And I think Triss cleared it, and there we go. That's the boss fight for Triss as well. And that's our got done with a time of 34:08. Let's see if our racers are going to come and talk to us. Like, Zecks is going to join us in a moment. Hello, hello. Congrats on the win. Oh, right, I haven't set my Discord audio right. Just a second. I have to switch the microphone. Right, hello, hello. Well, the mic wasn't switched on in Discord. Congrats on the win. Maybe your mic is muted.
Give me a second.
There we go.
I got my speakers wrong. Hello?
Hello. Congratulations on the win.
Yeah. I kind of expected to like Triss is a tough opponent, so it feels nice to have won that game.
Yeah, that was a great performance.
Yeah, really fun. Really fun game.
So we've got your racer cards on stream, and both Triss and you have a bunch of stars on the card, which I think means that you've been in top 8 that many times. So like maybe six times for you in the finals.
Yeah. My
really impressive
performance has not been as consistent, but this time I managed to win.
Yeah, so if I saw the bracket right, this was a top 8 qualifying match, right? Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think so.
So we're locking down the top 8 contestants. Congratulations on getting in.
Yeah. Against Adam, then
Yeah, Adam
winners.
I think won MT16. Yeah, so Adam also a very strong contestant, of course. Yeah, so how did you like the games you got this year so far?
Let me what games?
You can actually switch that on Steam. If I find the switch for it. Here we go. Tournament paths. So you've played only 3 matches. Okay, yeah. So in the winners bracket, the end seeded, the path is a lot shorter. You've played High Seas, Havoc, Chromatron, and Mogijet.
High Seas, that was pretty mediocre. You had no real attacks, and yeah, it was just kind of a awful platformer.
I think Chromatron was the laser, the light beam redirection game that went to time, I think.
Yeah, I was stuck for a long time, but then I pulled ahead later.
Yeah, that definitely seemed like an endurance game, very difficult puzzles.
Then the previous game, Mogi Jet, that could have easily been a loss because, like if you compare our last boss fights, I avoided touching the boss, but like you could go through it and it made it really easy. So if Aaron hadn't been stuck earlier in the game, I would be in the loser bracket now.
Yeah, but pretty far in the loser bracket, so you would still would have had a good chance, I think. As Trisscorp will have now, maybe. So since this is the winners bracket, Trisscorp still has a good chance to also join the debate, I think. Yeah. I don't want to keep you any longer. Congrats on the win again. I'm looking forward to top 8. It always has great races and great games.
Yeah. Well, nobody knows what will happen, and is not here again this time.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be full of pretty strong contestants. Good. Thank you very much for the race. We're gonna have a look at what's coming up.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Alright, so in 3 hours we've got the next match. Econ versus Callback. A back 7 match. Is that a qualifier already? I think there might be a back 8 before that still. But still very deep in the bracket. Scrolling through, there we go. Econ, Callback, looks like there's another layer after it, another round. But yeah, that's a high tier match, definitely, in just 3 hours. Then tomorrow, we're gonna have my match, Mark Please versus me. Also back 7. How did I get that far? That can't be right. And the other match here, as usual, that's just a reminder of when top 8 will be. This is a top 8 match already on the 16th of March. That's when our big top 8 grand finals of Mystery Tournament 18 will be on the GameStone Quick channel as usual. Yeah, that's it for now. So check back in 3 hours, assuming there's a restreamer. We'll see. Or if there isn't, you can always watch the races directly, of course. We usually do chat in Discord about the race if it's not restreamed. If you're not in our Discord yet, definitely join and come talk to us and maybe run some races or chat about some races. See you in maybe 3 hours. Bye.